Bridges are mostly made for transportation, but sometimes architects and engineers go a step ahead and use their creative minds to turn these structures into a sheer astonishment for the visitors. In our today's video, we have listed the top 10 magnificent bridges that are onto another level of artistic architecture and serve as the tourist hotspot. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Number 10. Charles Bridge, Prague. Floating over the Vltava River in Prague, Charles Bridge is a mid-level stone arch bridge constructed in the 16th century under the command of King Charles IV, hence the name of the bridge. The bridge remained the only crossing on the river until 1841, connecting the Prague castle with the city's old town and adjacent areas. Apart from that, it also played its role in making Prague an important trade route between Eastern and Western Europe. 516 meters long structure is protected by 3 bridges towers, one on the Old Town side and 2 on the lesser quarter side. The bridge is beautifully decorated by a continuous alley of 30 Baroque-style statues and statuaries. Built as a bow bridge with 16 arches, shielded by the ice guards, it is also recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Apart from the astonishing configuration, tourists are stunned by the picturesque surroundings while wandering through the structure. Number 9. COC Pole, Isfahan. Popularly known as the COC Pole, the Bridge of 33 Arches is a historical bridge dominating over the river Zyanderund in Isfahan, Iran. Built in the early 17th century, it is considered one of the most famous examples of Iran's Safavid bridge design. Constructed with rocks and stones, 297.76 meters long, Stricter features 2 superimposed rows of 33 arches. It represents spectacular sights at night when arches are lit up and tourists feel like they have stepped into the ancient era of royals. Number 8. Brooklyn Bridge, New York. Connecting Manhattan with Brooklyn, the iconic Brooklyn Bridge is one of the most famous bridges in the United States. Opened on May 24, 1883, the bridge features a long walkway as well as a cycling track. This steel wire suspension bridge depicts New Gothic style with pointed arches and incorporates long approach viaducts to give enough space for the ships crossing underneath. The Brooklyn Bridge has undergone several reconfigurations over the years, having carried elevated railway lines and horse-drawn vehicles until 1950. Later, different additional bridges were constructed to manage the heavy traffic flow, but Brooklyn maintained its reputation. Until now, it has undergone multiple renovations, including the 1980s and 2010s. The bridge has not only been a place for different stunts and performances, but became an important landmark in New York City. The striking structure hanging over the East River attracts thousands of tourists who love to come here and admire the splendid architecture. Number 7. Stari Most, Bosnia. Stari Most, or the Old Bridge, is a popular bridge crossing the river Neverta in Herzegovina and Bosnia. Built by Ottoman Turks in 1556, it stood for more than 400 years before being destroyed by the Bosnian War in 1993. It is a humpbacked 4 meters wide and 30 meters long structure dominating the river from the height of 24 meters. 2 fortified towers, the Tara Tower of the southwest and the Halebja Tower on the northeast, are protecting the structure and are known as the Bridge Keepers. Representing the Balkan Islamic architecture, it was rebuilt and opened in 2004. The limestone structure holds an annual diving competition, a tradition that honors the diver's transition into manhood. It has also been serving as a tour stop in the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series since 2015, and many tourists visit to see the competitions on this artistic site. Number 6. Sydney Harbour Bridge, Sydney. Also known as the Coat Hanger, Sydney Harbour Bridge took 5 years to complete during the Great Depression. It is heritage-listed steel through an arch bridge spanning over the Sydney Harbour. The bridge, along with the adjacent Sydney Opera House, has become a recognized symbol of the city. More than 53,000 tons of steel is used in the construction of this large gray structure. It is renovated every year and takes almost 72,000 gallons of gray paint to maintain its sharp color. The interesting thing is, there is not a specific measure of height. As steel expands and contracts with changing temperatures, the height rises and/or falls to 18 centimeters. Sydney Harbour Bridge is the 8th longest spanning arch bridge and the tallest steel arch bridge, measuring approximately 134 meters from top to the water level. Thousands of tourists visit the bridge each year, and it is considered one of the most photographed sites in the world. Number 5. Tower Bridge, London. One of London's most recognized landmarks, the Tower Bridge, is on top of many tourists' bucket lists while visiting England. Constructed with Cornish granite and Portland stone, the bridge cost around £1 million. It was officially inaugurated in 1894 to aid in trade and transportation across River Thames. This suspension bridge features two towers that are connected in the upper end with the help of two walkways. This is not only a famous tourist attraction, but is featured in several movies and TV shows, including the famous Hollywood film Sherlock Holmes. Located in close proximity to the Tower of London, this castle-like construction is visited by thousands of tourists who do not come here for the panoramic views of London, but also face their fear of heights while walking on its glass floor. Number 4. Rialto Bridge, Venice. The scenic Rialto Bridge perfectly complements the beauty of Venice. The oldest among all 4 bridges on the Grand Canal, Rialto, this bridge is the brainchild of the architect Antonio da Ponte. Completed in the 1500s, it was initially built as a replacement for the nearby wooden bridge, but still stands with its magnificence and glory. This stone bridge flaunts brilliant architecture, but originally the engineering was considered to be flawed, and many critics predicted it would collapse sooner or later. It has defied the odds and became one of the architectural icons in the city. Tourists can either wander through the bridge or take some stunning photos in front while enjoying a boat ride in the canal. Number 3. MILLAU Bridge, France. France is home to some remarkable bridges, but the MILLAU Bridge spanning over the River Tarn is one of its kind. It's a multi-span cable-stayed bridge inaugurated in 2004. With the highest pylon summit at 345 meters, MILLAU is considered the tallest vehicular bridge in the world. Designed by the English architect Norman Foster, the bridge has been consistently ranked as one of the greatest engineering achievements of modern times. The 7 poles, each 87 meters high and weighing around 700 tons, are erected on concrete pillars. Between each pole, there are 7 stays or metal cables anchored to provide support for the road deck. Also featured in Series 2 of the world's greatest bridges, it is greatly admired by tourists. Number 2. Henderson Waves Bridge, Singapore. Standing 36 meters above Henderson Road in Singapore, this bridge connects Mount Faber Park with Telok Blangah Hill Park. The highest pedestrian bridge in Singapore was constructed in 2008 and exhibits a unique design in the form of a series of undulating curved steel ribs with countless yellow balls wood slats. Its unusual shape allows it to have enough space to house different shell-like niches where tourists can sit and applaud this majestic architecture. The sight is even more spectacular at night when thousands of LEDs illuminate the structure, further adding up to its glory. And finally, number 1. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco is probably the most famous bridge in the world. This bridge connects San Francisco Bay with the Pacific Ocean. Overall, the 7th largest suspension bridge in the world, Golden Gate Bridge was built at the whopping cost of $26 million. It was opened in 1937 and the celebrations continued for almost a week. Due to its marvelous aesthetics, it was also ranked on the list of America's favorite architecture by the American Institute of Architects. The iconic orange color of the bridge, also known as the International Orange, is intentionally chosen to increase its visibility during the fog. This grand assembly rises 220 feet above the harbor below, while the towers, set 4,200 feet apart, lean outward by 6 inches apiece to create tension on 80,000 miles of wire packed into the cables. At the 75th anniversary celebrations in 2012, the administration decided to open a cafe and outdoor exhibits for the visitors. Many travel guides rightly describe the bridge as possibly the most beautiful, certainly the most photographed bridge in the world. So, which one of these bridges inspired you the most? Do you want to add another one to the list? Do let us know down in the comment section and keep watching for more exciting videos.